Hey besties, welcome or welcome back.
This first thrift flip is this really cool little cork holder that I found at the Goodwill. Gosh, it was last spring, I think. I spray painted it with Rust-Oleum's 2-in-1 paint and primer in the semi-gloss, and I did about 3 or 4 coats, just light ones to build up. And then I've got these little LED wire lights from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use those and these gorgeous flowers from the Dollar Tree that I've had for quite a while. And I'm going to use my little tin snips, which are in my Amazon store linked below, to go ahead and cut all the little flower stems off because I want to put them inside this cork holder. I'm going to turn it into a really pretty floral arrangement with lights, almost to look like a bird cage kind of, but not a bird cage. Does that make sense? This DIY is almost too easy. After I painted it, I'm literally just arranging the flowers inside. I'm not gluing them down so I can change them out seasonally if I want. And then I'm gonna put the light inside and literally, that's it. It's already got a hanger on the back to hang it up. And just imagine I could change out those florals or put birds in there, whatever it is. Fake birds, not real birds, obviously. And just hang it up. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. And honestly, if you can ever find one of these, you could even use like one of the wreath forms from Dollar Tree, the ones like the football shape or the basket shape hanging planter. You could turn a lot of things into this. I know it's hard to find the exact items at thrift stores, but just use your imagination and take inspiration from this. And that's kind of what I did when I found it. I didn't know I was going to be able to find something like this, but I'm loving how it turns out, and I've already got it up in my house. I'm super excited. I've always wanted something like this. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know if it's something you would maybe want to try, if you could find something that would work. Last thing I'm going to do is just pull some of the flower petals through the cage and pull some of the leaves through so it looks like it's kind of overgrown. And I just love it. I didn't want them just stuffed and squished inside there. So to me, this really makes it look cute, like when they start to stick out a little bit. And that's it. Literally, this one is done.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season.
For this wood DIY, I got this little sign from the Goodwill, and although it's super cute, I wanted to do something different to it, so I removed the twine and the clothespins on the front, and off camera I took my sander and I sanded down the front so I could get rid of the words that were on there. And now I'm going to take my Antique Wax by Waverly and I'm going to go ahead and restain it. I did like the dark stain, I just didn't want the words that were there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on all over, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess with a paper towel. I'm going to take my Arteza paint marker in white, and I'm going to start drawing a dandelion that's already dried out. You'll see what I mean here in a second. And I'm then putting little things on the edges. I'm just kind of embellishing it a little bit because I just want this to be super, super cute. I'm then going to freehand the words wish and dream, and I'm going to try to make it look like a typewriter font. This is freehand, so doing the best I can. Actually, I think it turned out really good. And I'm going to go over everything again with my marker until it's a little bit brighter of a white. These markers, sometimes you have to keep pumping them to make sure that they stay nice and fresh, but it's worth it because it comes out so, so cute. And I'm continuing to make my little dandelion by adding some more lines and little dots on the edges. I'm also going to make a little circle in the center, and then I'm going to continue making this look brighter and whiter as I go. Got this really super cute gold and white twine at Target of all places, and I'm going to use that to go back through those holes and thread them through. I'm going to put a little tape on the end so I can thread it through easier. I'm going to tie a knot in the back in the first piece, and then I'm going to just go back and forth just the way it was originally, but using this really cute twine. Once I have it all threaded, I'm going to tie a knot in the back and put a little hot glue to make sure that it's nice and secure. Then I'm going to take a gold Arteza paint marker and I'm just going to embellish it a little bit, like on those little dots on the end, and then I'm going to add the 3 dots after the word dream and wish also in the gold. The clothespins that came with this were like with a glitter bronze, and I wanted them to be more gold to match. So I'm using that same Arteza paint marker in gold, and I'm just going to go over all the edges of those little clothespins, and I'm going to put them right back on there, and they're so cute. I think it would be super cute to write out your wishes and dreams and then put them on the clothespins and have them in front of you to remind you what you want to accomplish. Then I use a piece from a mop head. It's like a 3-strand cord, and I'm going to take it down to 1. And I'm going to hot glue it over the widest parts of the little dandelion to give it that texture. I just love texture, and this kind of brings it to life. To cover that very center piece, I'm going to kind of wrap a piece of this mop head around itself in a circle until it's the right size, and then I'm going to hot glue it right to the center. You guys, I'm loving this one. You have to tell me what you think.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season.
For this DIY, I've got this frame from a thrift store, and then I've also got this little cow moo sign from Dollar General. Super cute. I took it apart, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint this frame white. I know it's already distressed and all that, but I wanted it to be a little bit whiter, and then I'm going to re-distress it. Yeah, crazy, right? But I just like the whiter look. So I'm also going to paint the center. It takes about 3 coats to cover that because I want to get rid of all the black. I used my White Kills primer for the white paint. Now that it's all painted white, I'm going to take my sanding sponge from Dollar Tree and I'm going to distress it again. Basically, it's just revealing the parts that were already sanded down, but now it's a whiter frame, so I'm really liking that. And then I've got this scrap paper from Hobby Lobby, and what I'm going to end up with is this red gingham print, and I'm just going to cut it to size by putting it inside the back where it's kind of cut out, and then I can use a blade on the front and get it down to the right exact size. Then after that's done, I'm going to put some Mod Podge down, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it right to the inside of the frame. I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is a super easy DIY. I promise you, if you can find a frame like this and some little element for the middle, you could do this so quickly. It was very fast. So now my paper's down. I took the little cow and I hot glued it down. You could add anything you want to make this match your decor. And this one is done. I love it.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season.
I found this little basket at the Goodwill. I do not like the color of that kind of like wood/basket stuff on the side there. So I am using my plaster color paint by Waverly, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the outside of that. Now I don't really want to go in and paint the inside because I think that's going to be a big mess. So I've come up with another solution to deal with that. My burlap wide ribbon that I got at Walmart, and I want to just cover kind of the center of the outside, and I'm going to do some folds in order to create that. So first I've cut the right size that would go all the way around, and now I'm going to fold one end in and hot glue it, and then the other end in and hot glue it, and again creating some texture and interest. And so right now I'm just gluing those pieces over each other. That I've got the burlap the way I want it, I'm going to wrap it around the middle of this basket and then hot glue it to the basket itself. I decided to use some white coffee filters, just kind of hot gluing them around the top edge of the inside of the basket to hide that other color of the back side of the basket. And it just kind of lightens the whole thing up, and it was super inexpensive to do this, and it's an easy solution, and I can pull it out anytime if I want to change my mind. I took a little pick of lavender and I cut some pieces. I'm going to hot glue them together after I trim the edges, and I'm just going to create a little floral kind of bouquet. I'm going to wrap some nautical rope around the bottom and attach it right where that seam is of the burlap, so that will hide it, and it'll also give it a little bit of extra decor. And I just love lavender. It's my favorite. I'm so excited how this one turned out. I really like it. It's just so simple, and I can add other florals inside if I want to.
Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!